If you're the one who holds everything together, the planner, the fixer, the one who keeps going even when your body and your brain are screaming for a break, welcome. This is Urban Viking Woman, and today we're starting with a phrase that I've used for years: chief cook and bottle washer. Not as a badge of honour, more like a warning label, because doing it all can look like you're strong on the outside, but it quietly empties you out. To introduce me, I'm Andrea. I'm the founder of Urban Viking. I'm an author, artist, creator, and I've built my work from the ground up, often while life was messy. Urban Viking Woman is a space for real stories and practical tools for anyone rebuilding, reinventing, or just trying to live with a bit more steadiness. And just to let you know, I'll mention some hard chapters sometimes, like illness, loss, abuse, stress, but I'm not here to trauma dump. I'm here to make this useful and keep things honest and safe. What does a chief cook and bottle washer actually mean? When I say chief cook and bottle washer, I mean you're not just busy, you're running a whole invisible system. It's food, admin, appointments, money, health, kids, work, emotional labour, logistics, and yet somehow you're meant to be calm and grateful while you're doing it. And look, I'm proud of what I've carried in the past, especially over the last recent years, but I'm also clear on this, that doing it is not a personality, it's a survival strategy. And sometimes it's competence, sometimes it's conditioning, and sometimes it's what you do because nobody else is doing it. And if you're listening and thinking, that's me, you're definitely not alone. So here's the cost that nobody applauds. You can become so good at coping that you forget what living actually feels like. You might be functioning, but you're not present. You might get snappy and then guilty, and you might push through and then crash, but you plan everything, and if you stop planning, it feels like it's going to fall apart. But the worst part is that you can start believing that your value is how much you can carry, and that needs to end like here. Okay, so the next bit is talking about your body, because this is where it matters. The body keeps a score. If you are stressed, there's various parts of you that tense up. And one little tool that I've been telling a friend recently is, if you are feeling really anxious and stressed, if your tongue is in the roof of your mouth and your jaw is tight and your shoulders are hunched up against your ears, that's like, you can fix that really quickly by just taking your tongue away from your ear. I'll start that again. Take your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. You just relax your jaw and, drop your shoulders. And doing that is a quick check-in. It's an instant centering movement that you can make. So chronic illness, menopause, stress, pain, fatigue, whatever your version is, it changes how you move through the world. And some people wake up ready to go, and others, like me now, they wake up negotiating with the body, like, what are we capable of today? And one thing that has helped me massively is the idea that energy is a currency. So if you're living with pain or fatigue, you don't get unlimited spending. You need an actual budget. So there's a theory called the spoons theory that I have read about. And so if you wake up in the morning, you think, right, I've got 12 spoons of energy. So that's 12 activities that I can do today without overspending. Then, that could include even, going out shopping or recording a podcast. I think I needed about 30 spoons to get ready for this. Some days you might wake up with only 3 spoons of energy, and they're the days that you do the bare minimum. You eat, you have a shower, maybe that's 2 spoons already, and the rest of it is just trying to cope. So that's something that has helped me over the years. So it means pacing yourself. You do the next right thing, not the next heroic thing. It means swapping the all or nothing mindset for something kinder and smarter for yourself. And yes, I still have days where I fancy throwing the whole plan in the sea, but I'm learning to partner with my body rather than fight it. How to build a framework. There's 5 anchors. And this is what I use when life starts to feel too heavy for me. So if you take nothing else from today, take this. Anchor number 1, your body first. What do you need today? Food, water. Do you need movement, rest, heat, fresh air? Pick something simple. So it might be that you just choose, I'm going to hydrate today. Let yourself drink 250 millilitres once an hour for about 8 hours, and that's your 2 litres of hydration. And it might be that that's the one habit that you can form over a couple of weeks and you don't concentrate on fixing anything else. You know, you might have kids running around, pets, and I've had 4 children, so I'm quite aware of the baby in the arm mixing the tea, trying to answer the door with your foot. You know, all kinds of things going on. So if you can just pick one thing for yourself, start there. Another thing is add a boundary. You know, what am I no longer available for? Over explaining yourself, being made to feel guilty, being dragged into chaos somehow. You know, it could be that, you know, you've got this friend that's ringing all hours of the day and night and you've got all this work to do and kids and everything else. Just set a boundary. Say, you know, I can speak to you after 6, or, you know, when the kids have gone to bed. You know, just give yourself that brain break if that's necessary for you. You could pick one tiny win. What can I finish in 20 minutes? You know, that phone call to the bank that I've been meaning to make for the last 2 months. Can I just make that today and find a window? Anchor number 4 is make one safe connection. Send one email. No big speeches, just make the connections that you need to make. Anchor 5 is one brave step. Ask, what moves my life forward slightly? You know, recording your first video, apply for that thing that you've been, you know, coveting, that job in the paper that you know, just get it done. Take a brave step, be brave. This is my brave step today. Start a draft of a book, make the appointment, just pick something that moves your life forward. And these are anchors that stop you spiraling and start you steering your own life again. That's the theme of the day, really. Stop spiraling and start steering. Easier said than done. That was episode 1. It's very short and sweet, but chief cook and bottle washer, you need to choose to start living. This week, just pick the one thing and do it. If you want to, you can message me or comment wherever you're listening from. And which anchor you want to choose, I'd love to know. Is it your body? Is it a boundary? Is it a tiny win? Is it making a connection? Is it taking a brave step for your life? So, I'm Andrea. This is Urban Viking Woman. And this is for those who rise. I'll see you next time.